You know, as of lately, I've been saying life is an intelligence test. Life, the entirety of it, from beginning to end, is one intelligence test. And everybody's not going to pass. That's a given. Some people might score 50, 40, low end. 60, 65, get a D, C plus, B, 80s. Some of us are shooting for A plus out this motherfucker. Whatever you want, your world is yours. And once you see life as what it is, which is a series of choices, then you realize life is a intelligence test in the form of not necessarily open-ended questions, but multiple choice for the most part. Whatever you want, your world is yours. I say that to say it's so hilarious to watch the choices that people make when presented the opportunity that is me. For example, have an individual who is maybe out of shape, maybe addicted to substances, maybe broke, maybe all three of these, walking around thinking that 𝐿𝐻𝐵𝐷𝐻 is going to help them out of their existential despondency, maybe all of those things. Broke, addicted, out of shape, delusional, incompetent, the whole fucking slew of inferior existence, right? Got an individual who is suffering an inferior existence, right? As a byproduct of their mind, right? And then they get the opportunity. They meet Sheikhy Chic. They meet anybody who has the same problem that they have solved, though. So they have the solution to their problem. An individual who's out of shape sees a person who is in top form, top physique, marvelous. An individual who is broke encounters an individual who is not, who is getting money, whose money is growing, and who is prospering in the right direction. An individual who needs to know the truth, but their knowledge, which is supposed to be effective towards creating better earthly conditions, is ineffective toward creating better earthly conditions. So their knowledge is false, right? So they encounter an individual who has the evidence of intelligence, which is prosperity, right? Because prosperity is the only sign of intelligence, which is what life is, an intelligence test. So the purpose of life is to prosper. Those who have low degrees of intelligence have low degrees of prosperity. Low enough degree of prosperity or intelligence equals poverty. Now we get down to the heart of the matter. An individual who is suffering from poverty on any level of life, who selects their way of thinking when obviously there are people around them who have the solutions to their problems, instead of choosing to obtain the way of thinking of the individual with the solution, the individual who is living in a fucked up life, who thinks that their thoughts are better than the people who have the answers to their existence, is of the highest degree of poor intelligence possible. Whatever you are, your world is yours. So many people daily get the opportunity. I want to be better. I want to evolve. I want to grow. I want to get sober, fit, enlightened, and be rich. I want to prosper. That's what they all say. All right, let's see what you about. If you're one of these weirdos, we could work. What's good? I got the answers. It's not fucking hard to tell. And that's the funniest thing about it. Who obviously is winning, who's obviously prospering, and who isn't. That's the first level of intelligence test, right? Because so many people are walking this earth blind and dumb as fuck, who cannot perceive the obvious. So instead of being able to perceive the obvious, they're totally oblivious, right? So it's either you can see the obvious, which is that your life fucking sucks and that there are people around you whose lives don't suck, and that your way of thinking is creating your fucked up life, and that you can obviously ask the people who obviously have results that you need, liberties in life, lack of restrictions in life that you need, who aren't stressed in the way that you are, who aren't depressed and repressed in the way that you are, that you would like to be fully expressed out of, obviously, or you could be oblivious, like a fucking dumb fuck. Whatever you are, your world is yours. The highest degree of poor intelligence is being displayed when individuals have the exact opportunity to work with me, like all of you have who are watching these videos. You're at the fucking door of the opportunity to prosper. Now, I'll watch people. They say it's not about the money. So many of you individuals are so close to being cold, hungry, homeless, right? Because you don't have your money figured out. There's so many one-figure people out there, one-digit bank account, two-digit bank account, less than $100, three-digit bank account, maybe less than 1,000, but usually it's less than 300. Poor individuals who are so poor that they do not realize that they're on the precipice of knocking on the door of getting information that would guarantee their existential elevation. But instead, these same individuals who are obviously pressed, constricted, restricted, limited by their limited means, their limited money, their limited minds, these same individuals will choose the money, the little bit of pocket change. That's not even pocket change. That's barely even lunch. That's barely even dinner. That little bit of nothing money. Instead of investing in their mind, which is the intelligent choice, to get the answers to then apply themselves to increasing their means. You dumb pieces of shit. Why your world is yours. This is why I speak to and for the intelligent people at this point. Life is an intelligence test. And you will disqualify yourself from even being able to take the intelligence test once you make a move like that. Consider the vibrations raised. Once you side with the petty amounts of money, you say that you're not worth more. You're worth holding on to that little bit of money and staying exactly where you at. Y'all think the thought, instead of advancing thoughts, you know what? I'm going to invest in my mindset. I'm going to invest in my education. I'm going to get this information that I don't know, and I'm going to apply it to myself flawlessly. And if I don't get it at first, I'm going to make sure that I continuously apply myself, think it through, and master the comprehension. It's just what it is. I'm going to learn. Because right now, I don't know shit. So the smart person is like, you know what? Yeah, I don't got to figure it out. Boom. Because this money is replaceable. My time, not refundable. But the dumb fucks, oh, let me hold on to this money. I don't know if I'm going to have money in the future. You're really just saying you're not going to apply yourself. So instead of having the advancing thought, which is, I will always be able to make this money. I'm never going to stop working, because most of y'all just try to do the least. This is why we know you try to do the least. You try to be the least and get the most. And this is why you remain small and fragmented in life. Fractional lives. Because fundamentally, once you get this information, you can apply it and then you can grow. But, seems like you're going to think the thought that holds you back and keeps you exactly where you're at. Now you chose out of A, invest in self, get information, apply self, and grow. B, procrastinate, hesitate, aka don't make a decision. C, definitely side with your flawed way of thinking and keep yourself exactly where you're at. You chose C. So now you've chosen to stay poor, which is the ultimate decision that shows your poor ass intelligence. Whatever you are, your world is yours. To the intelligent people out there, do not be like these people. I don't move on luck. We move on law. So the question really is, do you want to be better? Do you need to be better? Do you need to figure out life and grow beyond your limited circumstances? Do you need to get the clarity and get yourself out of the confused existential paradigm you live in? Or are you just so afraid and living in scarcity consciousness that you're too blind to recognize an opportunity, so you just live behind the fence of safety or security when you're perpetually insecure? You don't have shit. You never have shit. You never had shit. Now you stuck living a shitty ass life because you made a dumbass decision. Consider the vibrations raised. My first test for everybody coming into the doors of the YWY School for Applied Enlightenment, YWY Ascendancy, is to see if you value yourself, your life, your time, your mind, your elevation more than $300. What do you plan on that being your last money? What $300, $75 for the lowest ticket? Some of y'all don't even have that. That's the mind-boggling shit. Best people are like, you know what? Drop 2 bands, boom, whole year. Watch me apply myself, grow beyond this. Thank you, Sheikhy Chic, for everything you've taught me. Easy. But these individuals who side with their poor thinking, oh man, you don't even know. I'm just waiting to see how smart you really are or how smart you really aren't. Consider the vibrations raised. Life is an intelligence test. And a lot of people, majority, will fail. Many will be mediocre, get by. But we're not here to get by. We're not here to fail. We're here to thrive. We're here to prosper. We're here to excel. And at this point, I've excelled so many people in demonstration that I'm just here for those individuals who know that they were like me, or they are like I was, and they're ready to become how I am, and go in the direction and trajectory at the speed, rate, and degree that I am currently going. Consider the vibrations raised. Life is an intelligence test. And to see the individual who has no answers, who has proof of confusion, who has proof of lack of clarity, who has proof of poverty, choose their way of thinking opposed to the individual who is obviously more prosperous than them, is the only decision we ever need to see to know that you do not belong with the ascendancy. Consider the vibrations raised: sober, fit, enlightened, and getting rich. Prosperity is the only sign of intelligence. Proof is in the prosperity. All of these individuals, they explain. Explanation. Proof by demonstration. Existential, tangible, elevation. Measurable, tangible, existential, elevation, evolution, only solution. So are you committed to being a problem like the rest of these dumb fucks? Or are you committed to becoming a solution? Consider the vibrations raised.